Hey, spooky people, it's your best friend Kenny with another spooky, disturbing story. If you like spooky, disturbing stories, make sure you subscribe to this channel, The Spooky Lawyer. Like this video, share it. Share it with your grandparents. Grandma will love me. Grandparents love me. Grandmas love me. If there are any spooky, disturbing stories you'd like me to research and cover, send me an email at thespookylawyer@gmail.com. Today, we're going to look into the unsolved mystery of the Tinley Park Lane Bryant murders. This is a case that happened some years ago and has still been unsolved, and there are very few leads as to who could have possibly committed this horrifying crime. Tinley Park is your typical quiet suburban Chicago town. There's shopping, restaurants, nightlife, etc. Tinley Park is right off Interstate 80, and if you go through Illinois, you probably have passed it. On Saturday, February 2nd, 2008, it was a seemingly normal day at the Brookside Marketplace in Tinley Park. People were shopping unaware of what was happening inside the Lane Bryant store. At approximately 10 a.m., a man entered the store posing as a delivery person. No one could have predicted what that man had planned to do that day. Inside, 6 women were taken hostage. 5 of those women were brutally murdered. The only survivor called 911. The telephone call to 911 is chilling.
911 emergency. Where at? Stay on the line. Stay on the line. Let me get you to Tinley Park. Don't hang up.
The victims were Jennifer Bishop, Carrie Chiuso, Rhoda McFarland, Connie Woolfolk, and Sarah Safransky. They were tied up and shot execution style. The police arrived on the scene, and the killer was nowhere to be found. Now, this area in Tinley Park is right off Interstate 80, and I would suspect he likely got onto Interstate 80 and drove away. Interstate 80 is the largest expressway system in the country. He could have gone east to Indiana. He could have gone west to Iowa. He could have been gone. The suspect is described as a man with a stocky build and braided hair. There is a sketch of the suspect, which is really one of the few clues in this case. You know, it's important to remember that these women had families. They were daughters. They were mothers. They were friends. They were sisters. The Tinley Park community, and really the Chicago community as a whole, was shocked by this crime. And it's still chilling to this day that they've never found the individual responsible. This case reminds me a lot of the Brown's chicken murders that happened in Palatine, Illinois in the 90s. And they did eventually catch the person responsible for that decades later. But the Lane Bryant Tinley Park murders have the same effect where when you hear, or at least when I hear the store, Lane Bryant, my first thought is of this murder. Similarly, whenever I had thought about Palatine or Brown's Chicken, I had thought about that murder. I'm sure the victims' families wake up every day hoping that the killer of their loved one is caught and they can receive some closure, understand what occurred here. in this senseless act of violence. Now, there is a theory that this was a targeted murder and something went wrong, which resulted in these other women also being murdered. Again, that's just a theory. There's no proof of that. If you have any information regarding the Lane Bryant murders, you should contact the Tinley Park, Illinois police. Do you have any theories about this case? Please leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more spooky, disturbing stories. Go ahead and hit the bell to get notified when I upload. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok. My username is AKBrews. And send me an email if there's a spooky, disturbing story you'd like me to cover. My email is thespookyLawyer@gmail.com. Thank you again for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And remember, stay spooky.